Thank you for joining me today on the COVID-19 mini-series, Connecting the Heart of Our Communities, sponsored by the Global Institute of Coaches and Entrepreneurs. I am Nia Green, your Nappy coach. If you would like more information on the Global Institute, please contact us at www.globalcoachentrepreneur.org. Last week, I was talking to you all about metamorphosis, and we spoke about when the caterpillar actually forms a hard shell over itself called the chrysalis, and how we in the human experience also tend to create a hard shell around ourselves while we're discovering what type of butterfly we want to be. And I asked you to think about the type of butterfly that you would like to be. First, we need to talk about the mindset in the chrysalis. Mindset is very important when you're trying to make different changes in your life. As we grow in the human experience, we go through many different things that cause our chrysalis. Many different hard things that it is to go through. I had a friend of mine who told me that every time someone tells you congratulations, it's because it's something hard that you went through to get there. When you have a child, people tell you, congratulations. But no one prepares you for the sleepless nights, the worry, the unsureness that you have about yourself as becoming a parent. Someone will tell you, congratulations, when you graduate from high school or college, but they don't know how hard it was for you to study for exams or to make it to class on time, and what hardships that you had trying to get over those certain things to get you to graduation. When you get married, they tell you, congratulations, but they don't tell you how hard it is to actually administer communication skills, compromise, and loving yourself while loving your spouse. So the chrysalis, when the caterpillar forms this hard shell, is a congratulations pending. We all go through the congratulations pending part of our journey. We are always trying to overcome something and trying to figure out what the best version looks like of who it is that we want to be. One book that sticks out in my mind when having the mindset while in the chrysalis to form into a beautiful butterfly is The 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements by Manuel Ruiz. That book is something amazing because it gives you the 4 agreements that you have to make with yourself, which changes the mindset to where you can actually form yourself into that butterfly and be impeccable. A lot of the hard things that we go through in the human experience, we're never really prepared for. We go through different mindsets of these situations, and sometimes you can see someone else go through that same situation and have a totally different outcome than what we do, because no two people have the same mind. We are all uniquely made and all divinely set apart. And we have to all go through that chrysalis phase. So when you are in the chrysalis phase, one of the agreements is not to take anything personal. Meaning that no matter what people say around you, no matter what opinions they form, the opinions really don't matter about what someone else says about you unless you believe it. A lot of things that we go through in life, we do for other people. Oh, I want to get my degree because it would make my parents happy. Oh, I need to get married and have children because that's what society says that it is that I'm supposed to do. But what do you think you're supposed to do? Is that an agreement that you've actually made with yourself? Or is this an agreement that you're doing and creating your life around because someone else told you that that's what it was that you were supposed to do? In the grand scheme of life, we have to really think about who it is and what it is that we want to be. Back to the butterfly reference of what color do you want your wings to be? Everybody is not destined to have the same story. Everybody's not meant to be a mother. Everybody's not meant to graduate college or high school. Those are great accomplishments. Don't get me wrong. We all want some great accomplishments, but it doesn't mean that you're less than if you haven't accomplished those things, because it's about what you have in your heart set out to do. What is your heart telling you what color your wings need to be? What is your heart telling you that you need to let go of? We always talk about getting rid of those things that no longer serve us. I used to hear that phrase a lot and always wondered, what does that mean? What do you mean to get rid of the things that no longer serve you? Seems kind of weird, right? Because you feel like if I'm in the situation, it has to serve me in some way, shape, form, or another, right? Well, true, because like my grandmother used to say, there is no testimony without a test. But the key is to go through the testimony, because the testimony is not for you, it's actually for somebody else. Sometimes we go through the hard parts so that we can foster a belief into someone else, because we've went through the pain and sorrow ourselves. And so if someone else sees us go through the pain and sorrow, or even if they see that we've achieved these great things, they know that they can achieve great things too. But you have to think what it is that you want to be. What is your mindset telling you that you can achieve? Because you can achieve anything. The whole world is your oyster. The whole world is yours for the taking. The sky is the limit, but you have to believe that the sky is the limit. Because if you only believe that your limit is right here, that's as far as you'll go. If you only believe that you're supposed to walk on the ground all the time, that's where you go. But if you believe that you're supposed to fly and you have the ambition to be able to go there, nothing can stop you. But it all starts with mindset. Mindset about what it is that you want to be. If no one else in the world existed but you, what would you want your story to be? What would you want the legacy for those who came behind you? What would you want them to see? What is it that you want them to know of you? What is it that you're getting rid of? Because in order to have a good mindset, you have to get rid of the negative things. And those are the things that really don't serve you. You have to get rid of the negative thought processes that keep us bound and not achieving our higher purpose. If someone has told you your whole life that you're not worthy of a husband, or you're not worthy of children, or you're not worthy to graduate college or to start that business, you can't do that, you can't do that, and you actually start to believe it, it affects your mindset, because you don't try as hard. You get into that position where you think, I really can't achieve that because I've had so many people tell me that that's not achievable for me, that color doesn't look good on me, or that career doesn't look good on me, or even that spouse doesn't look good with me. But do you believe that? Take a minute to think about all those things that someone else has told you that you started to believe was true, even though they were not. Think about it for a minute. And then you have to get rid of it. If you know that God has given you an innate talent to, like in my position, to do hair, to start a business, to become a life coach. Those are things from the Spirit that God told me were my talents. Now, if I listen to the few naysayers that said, well, why does she want to be a life coach? Is she really capable of being a life coach? Her life looks like chaos. She's not capable of helping somebody else. If I believe that, then that is actually what would stop me. It's a negative belief. And we adopt so many negative belief systems in our lives. But my mindset tells me that I'm strong enough to be a life coach. That even in the midst of my own chaos, that I am very well capable of helping someone else overcome theirs. See, the thing about life coaching is that we don't just coach you to find the beautiful answers that are inside of you. Because a life coach, all we do are we ask powerful questions. We ask the powerful questions to get you to think about the solution to all of your problems. And it's about mindset. Sometimes we're so clouded by other people's opinions of us that we are trapped in this chrysalis, or trapped in this hard place. But just like the caterpillar, when it finally decides, I'm done with this, and I'm getting rid of the things that no longer serve me, like the chrysalis shell, and decides to emerge as this beautiful butterfly, it's because we no longer take those negative things and capture them in our mind and let them stay there. Everyone should have someone to ask them the powerful questions so that you can emerge and break free of the shell, of the hard space. Everyone needs someone to encourage them along the way and ask them the powerful questions to let them break out of the chrysalis shell. See, we're not meant to stay in the chrysalis. We're not meant to stay in the hard places. We have to go inside of our mind and get rid of all of the negative thoughts, all of the stinking thinking, overcome the depression and the anxiety, and emerge out of that shell to experience the beautiful part of the metamorphosis, and that's becoming the butterfly. What are those hard things for you? What are those things that people have told you that you're not capable of? What are those things that you have just told yourself that you're not capable of? But it's a bigger part of your heart that says that you are. You are capable of it. You are worthy of it. You are powerful within your own self in your own right. You have the power and the ambition and the heart to make a change in this world. We all have it. Think about this. Every time you refuse to use your gift, someone else's gift dies. Can you live with that? If you decide to stay in the hard place and you don't dissect those things that really don't serve you, those negative thoughts, those stinking thinking, other people's opinions that weigh you down, if you don't get rid of them, it's somebody out there that won't be able to succeed. Going back to the testimony is not for you, it's for somebody else. Somebody else is waiting for you to overcome Somebody else is waiting for you to emerge from the shadows. Somebody else is waiting for you to break through the chrysalis so that they too can succeed. We can't sit on our gifts. We have to emerge. We have to break free from hard places. We have to climb mountaintops. We have to be seen. We have to give our gifts and show our gifts, use our heart, give love, give encouragement, and share our wisdom. Because that's what butterflies do, right? Butterflies go around to different flowers and they pollinate and they smell the flowers and they give the world such beauty. But if they stayed in the hard place, we would never even know what butterflies were. So I want you to think about this week all those things, all those negative things, and destroy them. When I took a seminar one time, and it was a spiritual seminar, and talking about the things that we need to get rid of in life. And so some of those things, the teacher told us to take a piece of paper and write those things down that we need to get rid of. Those stinking thinking, things people have told us that made us believe something about ourselves that was not true, so that we could emerge into being what it was that we wanted to be. Write those things down on a piece of paper. Say a prayer to God and burn it. And that way you just let it go, right? Because now you've visually seen those things and you can see it go up in smoke and know that you are destined for so much more. Because now you've let go of all those negative thoughts and all of that stinking thinking and other people's opinions. We've put it up into flames, and like phoenixes, we can emerge from the ashes. And like butterflies, we can emerge from the hard places and actually do what it is that we were purposed to do. I want to thank you for joining me for this mini series. Again, my name is Nia Green, and I am your Nappy coach. So if you need to find me, I'm on Facebook at Nia Purpose Jones, and you can also find me at www.thenappy Sanctuary, where I am a loctician and a life coach, and so unapologetically nappy. Nappy meaning original, royalty, queen, king, and everything in between. Again, thank you for joining me, and have a positive week.